Standard 9. This is lecture number 2 of the chapter Indian Democracy. In the first lecture, we had discussed about what is democracy, what is the importance of election in the democracy. Then we had seen about democracy and voter, importance of election in the democracy, and finally in that lecture we had discussed about public opinion or importance of public opinion in the democracy, and media plays important role in creating the public opinion. Medias are of two types: print media, electronic media. Print media consists of newspapers, magazines, etc. Electronic media consists of TV, radio, television, then social networks, etc. Right? Today, further in the chapter, we are going to discuss about types of democracy. Whosoever country in the world is having democracy is also having different types in it. Right? Two types of democracy prevails in the world: parliamentary democracy and presidential democracy. In our country, we have parliamentary system of democracy where we vote for Prime Minister, right? And I mean exactly we vote for party, but the leader who wins that party will become the Prime Minister, the working person for the whole country. We never, in the parliamentary system, we never vote for president directly. It is an indirect task done, right? Whereas in presidential democracy, direct election is being held for president only, right? So there is a difference between, right? We in our country is having parliamentary democracy. Now let us understand both of this in detail. Let's understand parliamentary democracy first. Our country has accepted the parliamentary democracy. In a parliamentary democracy, the president appoints the leader of the party who gets majority number of seats in the Lok Sabha as the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister forms the government. The parliamentary government is completely accountable to Lok Sabha. The government remains in power as long as it enjoys the confidence of the majority of the members of Parliament. Moving towards presidential democracy. Presidential democracy is the second important type of democracy. In such a type of democracy, the president is directly elected by the people. The president remains in the power for a specific period as mentioned in the Constitution. Presidential democracy is prevalent in many countries including USA. Now let's move with the topic of election system in a democracy. That basically how the elections are carried out if I talk about parliamentary democracy. Right? Then the first one, our country has the maximum number of voters in the world. Right? We in the populated country are having the most voters, maximum voters in the world. The Election Commission maintains the administration, control and monitoring of the entire process of election. For any election to held, Election Commission is the organization which will have the responsibility for arrangement, that is administration, total control and monitoring that each and everything goes in the well manner is with Election Commission, right? It is essential in any country that its Election Commission is independent, impartial and autonomous, right? For any country to have 100% loyal kind of the elections to happen, Election Commission has to be independent, it has to be impartial and it has to be autonomous. What do you mean by autonomous? The election should held by some procedure which is autonomous, automatic. For example, in our country we have secret ballot system, right, which is an autonomous process. The responsibility and authority to hold elections for whatever election commission is being arranged or organized, that election commission has total responsibility of the elections to hold. Even in our constitution, various protocols are determined for the election commission, its term for the working, how that is to be elected, what are the norms and conditions to be followed for the election, that all is specified very clearly. Depending on that, we would be electing or selecting our election commission, right? Now, election commission will have the authority, will have the power to have the elections for parliament, right? Legislative or state assembly at the state level. Okay, this parliament I am talking about Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. Right? We have direct and indirect elections for the parliament. Then state assembly, I am talking about legislative assembly at the state level. Right? Legislative council. Right? We had discussed that 6 such states are there, those who are having legislative council along with legislative assembly or the state assembly. Then if in your state you have the legislative council, then election for that is also being carried out by election commission, right? Along with that, the election for president and vice president rest with election commission. So these all are the elections: parliament, state assembly, legislative assembly, president and vice president. These all are elected and the responsibility of the election lies with election commission, right? The election in our country is carried out with secret ballot. What do you mean by a secret ballot? A box kind of the structure which is having the listing of all the parties. You just have to press the button and you would be allowed only one to enter inside. So whenever you cast the vote, it would be a secret. Yes or no? As you are alone in that booth, nobody is having the knowledge about that to whom you have casted your vote. Again, nobody can ask you that you have given your vote to which party, right? The date of election, filling and scrutinizing the nomination forms, date of withdrawing the nomination form, declaration of final list, allotment of election symbols, these all the work falls in the area of election commission, right? We as an individual, when think about election, we think that it is a very easy process. We just have to go, we just have to cast the vote, they will count the vote and the results are declared. But in reality, the procedure is not this simple. It is having much more detailed work prior the election starts. right? So these all are the things which has to be done by Election Commission before the work of election starts, right? Again, we have talked about that this all elections, or these all are the areas in which the elections will held. Mind very well, these all elections will never held at a time. The time period for each and every election is different, right? For this reason, whenever we have election, the time period is different. Whenever we have the election of parliament, at that time we will not have the election for president. It is after that or prior that, right? Depending on the time period they had completed or not, right? For example, the reign of the president is of 5 years. So the reign of president is designed in such a manner that it will not clash with any other election. So whenever the reign of president of the 5 years is completed, elections will held again. Are you getting? So in this manner, Election Commission plays an important role whenever I am talking about election in a democracy. So this is how, after everything completely finalized by the Election Commission, finally the election starts. Each and every individual who is in the age of 18 or above, you have to complete 18, right? So 18 or above can cast their vote, and they have the right to select their own representative, right? You might be having the knowledge about that there are many parties, and each and every party is also having the right to promote their votings, right? You might have seen at the time of elections, various parties were organizing various arrangements where they would be calling certain people and they would be having that what is their future plans for the next 5 years. Depending on that, we would be electing our own representative, those who we like, right? So this is the power of democracy and the procedure of election. Next is the topic of democracy and political parties. The listed are some national parties, and these are some of the regional parties of India.
आभार।